Why are American women brain-dead troglodytes? Meet a girl at the dog park. Seems cool, pretty, and our dogs get along. Find out she is a retail supervisor. So we talk about the shitty hours. She finds out I'm a scientist working in clinical research, oncology. Talks about her mother's cancer treatment. Asks if I have kids. Nope, but tell her I want kids in the future. She doesn't have kids either, just a dog. She said it was refreshing talking with me. She asks me for my number, set up a coffee date for yesterday. She shows up with a friend, asks me to pay for both of them. I agree, it's just coffee, but I'm bummed. She asks for a dinner date for today or later this week and invites her friend. I say no because I thought it was going to be just us on a date. Oh, so you can't afford it? No, bitch, I can. I'm just not a meal ticket for you and your friend. She says if I want to be a dad, I should be able to afford a third, otherwise I'm not ready. I tell her if she wants to be a mom, that she needs to learn to set boundaries, and it's clear she's not ready. She gets pissed and goes off on me. Her friend texts me that I'm an a-hole. Block them both. Frick, how am I the bad guy? Be me couple years back. Get freelance job writing for online article company. Trying to get clicks. Decide to find some random anime to write on. Top 10 episodes of the anime. Pretty much just go find YouTube opinions and join a Discord full of fans to get the consensus 10 or so best episodes. Throw some random episode that has decent reviews but mildly controversial at number 7. Publish article. Wait a few days and share it to a community Discord saying this list is pretty good but number 7 is eh. Rinse and repeat with a different game/anime/show. I've been doing this for years and no one catches on. Decent looking guy, having a good job. Not many friends, and single because of job, work, third shift. Watched Drive for the first time ever. Changes my life. I want to be Driver. Get my hair cut like Driver and start wearing clothes like Driver. No scorpion jacket because I'm not autistic. Start behaving like Driver, quiet but cool. Buy brand new 2011 Mustang GT 5.0 because Driver drove one and I make enough, so F it. Start eating at this little diner every night. Staff remembers me, always saves me a spot. Cutie pie waitress always chats me up, gives me free pie. I reciprocate but remain vague and brooding. Waitress wants me. Ask her if she wants to go for a drive. She gladly accepts. Cruise the night listening to Drive soundtrack. Drop her off at her apartment. Ask if I want to come inside for coffee. Oh frick yes. Play it cool. Brood for a second. Reply with a yeah. Simple. We F. Waitress and I start dating. Keep up my Driver schlick. She introduces me to her friends. They think I'm cool AF. Some of her dude friends start wearing skinny jeans, white tees like me. Holy frick, lol. One night, her and I sit down to watch a movie on demand. She's browsing movies. Stops on Drive. Oh frick. You seen this yet, Anon? Shit. Play it cool, man. What would Driver do? Brood for a second? Nah, it's not my thing. Ended up watching Bridesmaids. Still dating today, and still doesn't know I've been pretending to be Ryan Gosling for 4+ years. When I was a college freshman, I broke up a couple because I wanted to F the girl. College had an anonymous confession board for students. I make a post about seeing the boyfriend with another girl. They argue, and a week later, they are broken up. I'm in same class as girl. Offer to help her with work. Go to her accommodation. We work for about 5 minutes before she starts kissing me. Don't regret it. She was hot. Be me. Loner, no real friends. At school, sitting by myself in a park-like area. 3 popular girls I'm in some classes with walk towards and sit down on a bench directly facing me. For the next 20 minutes, they chat and gossip right next to me before leaving, never looked at or spoke to me once. That was like 10 years ago and it's still the worst feeling I've ever experienced. It was like I was less than nothing to them, completely worthless. And life hasn't gotten any better since then either. I think I've already lost hope. Freshman Psych 101 class. Professor is a fit, attractive guy in his early 40s. Stern, but explained topics well and good eye candy. All the girls thought he was hot and would sit up front and giggle at him. One day, the professor is taking questions. Some guy in the back raises his hand and asks something. A girl in the front snickers at him. The professor loses his mind at her and starts shouting, "No, you will not laugh at people in my classroom." She's shell-shocked. "If you're going to act that way, get out. Get out now." She packs her stuff and leaves. He apologizes to us, but explains that he has no tolerance for that behavior. I was like, holy based. Be me. 22. Stuck living at home while trying to save for my own place. My sister, Vanessa, 20, lives here too, and is basically the family's pride and joy. She's got the whole perfect daughter act down. Straight A's, always polite, never causes trouble. Parents are always on my case, saying, "Why can't you be more like Vanessa?" But I know the truth, and it's nothing like what they think. One night, I'm scrolling Instagram when I see her tagged in a party video. She's wasted, grinding on some guy who looks like he hasn't showered in days. Recognize the guy. It's my old coworker from my summer job. Text him like, "Yo, why is my sister all over you?" He sends a laughing emoji and says, "Bro, she's been all over everyone." Decide to investigate because now I can't get it out of my head. Find her Insta account through some mutual followers. It's a whole other side of her. Club pics, skimpy outfits, captions like, "Catch flights, not feelings." I'm glad I haven't followed her yet, because my eyes hurt looking at her profile. One post has her laughing in a group selfie with the caption, "Boys are so easy." Start seeing comments from random dudes like, "Last night was wild." Feel like my entire perception of her shatters. Can't even look at her at breakfast the next morning without imagining the Finsta content. She's sitting there acting all innocent, telling mom she's so tired from studying late. Can barely hold it in and say, "Library must have been so wild, huh?" She just smirks at me like she knows exactly what I've seen. Things hit a breaking point when one of my own friends tells me he hooked up with her. He's all smug about it like it's some kind of badge of honor. Confront Vanessa when I get home, asking, "What the hell is wrong with you?" She just rolls her eyes and says, "Why do you even care? It's my life." Parents have no idea what's really going on. They're still telling their friends how Vanessa is going to change the world while she's out every weekend. Start feeling like I'm the only one in my family who sees through the act, but no one would believe me if I told them. Mom and dad always take her side whenever we argue, thinking I'm just jealous. One night, hear her sneaking a guy into the house after everyone's gone to bed. Wake up the next morning to her sitting at the table with mom, acting like she's an angel. Can't handle it anymore. Tell her straight up, "You're not fooling anyone, Vanessa." She smiles and says, "No, just you." Like it's some kind of game to her. Now every time she opens her mouth, it feels like nails on a chalkboard. Half want to expose her to our parents. Half want to just move out and never deal with it again. Still stuck here, watching her fake her way through life while I get the blame for everything. Be me, 25-year-old, decide to turn my life around. Start hitting the gym for 9 months, to the point where I can squat 85 kilograms for 5 reps, deadlift 100 kilograms, bench 90 kg. 20-year-old girl at my gym looking at me. Ask her out. Over the next months, find out she has a crazy imagination. We start playing in the woods in makeshift treehouse. We imagine we're fighting dragons, throwing grenades, blowing up monsters, etc. Work out together every day. One day she texts me, "Hey Nan, do you want to go to our castle today?" Had done like 5 supersets of hammer curls and dumbbell curls, so I text her I was too f***ed up to go with her. Evening comes and police officer shows up at my door. "Sir, are you an acquaintance of Annette?" Freaking out, say yes. She fell down a creek and drowned in a river in the forest. She must have hit her head. It was painless. I'm broken. Attending funeral. Her dad tells me, "Hey Nan, Annette didn't have many friends at school or college, and you were always there for her. You were her favorite person." He's choking behind tears and I'm trying to hold my tears. They start streaming down my face. Leave the funeral a crying mess. Haven't lifted since. It's been a month. I'm already getting fat. No motivation knowing I've failed. And she's gone forever. Lifting gains evaporated overnight. Nothing left to lift for, even though no, she would have wanted me to keep going. I can't turn back time. Can't stop death. Can't bring her back. So hopeless, I barely get out of bed anymore. Be me. Have cheap friend for years. Never cared about her. We often talk about our 6 experiences. Fast forward when she confessed to me. We have 6. Suddenly I do care about her body count and I hate her for it. Want to break up the day after we became a couple. Why I'm like this? I never cared about what she did before. Buying alcohol. Cashier asks for my ID. My ID pic is me doing a goofy face. She looks at me kind of sad. "You've lost your smile, kid." Thanks. Be me. About to enjoy a night watching Shrek 2 2004. Got my popcorn. Sitting in my chair with a blanket. The dear man starts speaking loudly in the voice of my deceased mother outside, trying to lure me outside. I just wanted to relax. B9. Not allowed TV or internet. Not allowed to play with friends. Only have Game Boy SP and Pokemon Leaf Green. Start with Charmander. Name her Ember. Challenge myself to only use Ember in battle. Grind a ton, ending wild Nidorans and Pidgeys to level up. Evolve Ember into Charmeleon before first gym. Beat first gym. Beat second gym. Keep winning more and more. Eventually have Charizard. Ember kicks everyone's butt easy. Keep grinding for weeks until Ember is level 99. Finally go through Victory Road with HM Slaves. Put HM Slaves away. Face Elite 4 with Ember only. Hardest fight she's ever done. Close to losing a few times. Push through. Win. Ember is best girl. Thanks, Ember. Miss you so much. You were my only childhood friend. Work with a femcel, the type who unironically uses terms like mid or based IRL. Shows up to work wearing the same 3 sets of t-shirts and sweatpants that are never ironed or washed. She's always covered in a thin layer of grease and sweat. Saw her sitting at my desk today on her phone on Exeter. Tell her to move. Sit down. Chair absolutely reeks. Smells like man-bo. She's clearly gone another week without showering. Try to poke her face, but my eyes literally burn. She knows I smell it. Just grins at me. I can't take this shit anymore. Be me. Have depression. Go to hospital for ending it thoughts. Got meds that never worked. Realize depression is cringe. Literally just decide to not have it anymore. My face when it frickin' worked. Games now reach a greater level of visual fidelity than anything which came before. Very few games actually use those graphics to do what we all want. Render attractive women. Modern gaming is such a monkey paw. Be me. Touching myself to weird shit. About a millisecond before I climax, I stop for no reason. Get up and take a cold shower. While in the shower, realize time is running out. Realize I only have a few more chances if I want to get anywhere in life. I gotta get organized. I hope today is the day's start. Be me. Over 6 feet. 6-pack, make over 6 figures. Which means I don't date women that require that for a relationship. Be gone, thought. What's your favorite last day at work burning bridge story? Be my friend. Last day of an almost 10-year career of being a FedEx dispatcher. Management are a bunch of abusive cunts. Friend lands a better job at UPS. Last day arrives. Friend dispatches 6 different tractor-trailer drivers to go to the wrong FedEx buildings in the wrong states. All 6 drivers laughed because they knew what he was doing because they hated working there as well. Just following orders, lol. Trailers leave. Friend quits. Wish I knew the story of what happened next, but I don't. Still funny. Talk to a fat girl at a party. Talk my way into her bed by accident. She's all made up and is just offering herself, so I figure why not. Plow her and fall asleep. Wake up the next morning and she wants to F again. She's naked and without makeup. All the fat held in by her underwear and tight clothing is just pooling on the bed. Her features are all piggish and gross. Already on top of her and she's a friend of a friend, so I don't want to offend her. Just bury my face in her beautiful plump tits and thrust away while imagining my ex. Friend decides to have another party the next day for a local holiday. Fat girl shows up and now it's like we're dating. Friend tells me that fat girl is very enamored with me. Go home with her again. Can F her while she's clothed with makeup on just fine. In the morning, just motorboat her fantastic tits and hump away. Repeat this until I have to take a trip for work. She moves on to another guy. Manage not to offend her or piss off my friend. Meet her 5 years later to discover she works in HR at the company I'm applying for. She's married but still remembers me fondly. Panel is split between me and another guy. She vouches for me and gets me the job. Her big, beautiful breasts are the reason I have a career today. God bless them. Be me a few months back. Ending it thoughts as usual, but really close to just doing it. Friends handle those topics poorly, but one of them finds out. On my way to purchase a chair so I can hang myself. Get text from friend on Snapchat. Video text actually. Open it. It's frickin' 6 of my bros shittily singing Logic's 1-800 song. I'm so frickin' baffled at the stupidity of this that I actually don't end it all. And I'm doing better today. Thanks, friends. Be me. 21. Dating Alia for 2 years. Thought everything was fine. We were happy. We had our ups and downs, but I always trusted her completely. One day, Alia starts acting distant, always on her phone. That feeling when I feel something's off. But I don't want to jump to conclusions. Casually ask her if everything's okay. She brushes it off and says I'm paranoid. Gut tells me something's up, so I decide to check her phone while she's in the shower. Find a bunch of flirty texts from some guy named Omar. My face when my stomach drops, seeing them talk about meeting up and sending photos. She even referred to him as baby in one of the texts. Confront her when she comes out. Try to stay calm. She denies it at first, starts crying and saying she didn't mean it. She says it was a mistake, promises it'll never happen again, begs me to forgive her. I'm torn, but I decide to give her another chance. We talk it out for hours, and she says she's learned her lesson. Decide to forgive her, thinking maybe it's worth it to move on and leave it behind. Things are awkward at first, but we try to pick up where we left off. Every time she goes out with friends, though, a part of me wonders if it's happening again. That feeling when I can't trust her the way I used to, and it eats me up inside. Try to ignore it, but every time I see her on her phone, I can't help but feel paranoid. Months go by, things seem to calm down. We're back to normal, or so I think. One night, Alia acts weird again. She says she's going to a friend's house, but her vibe is off. I tell myself it's nothing, but I decide to follow her. That feeling when I shouldn't have done that. Catch her walking into some random guy's apartment. No way. She's cheating again. My face when I feel my heart shatter in an instant. Standing outside, I can hear their laughter through the window, knowing what's happening. Next day, confront her again. She denies at first, but I'm done with the lies. I tell her I saw everything. There's no denying it. She breaks down, says she wasn't sure about our relationship, wasn't ready for commitment. By this point, I'm numb to it all. That feeling when I realize I've been an idiot to trust her again. She promises me it won't happen again, but I'm done. I tell her I can't keep forgiving someone who keeps hurting me. We break up for good, both knowing we've lost what we had. She says she'll change, but I'm past it. Feel a strange mix of relief and regret. Realize I should have trusted my instincts the first time, but it took me too long to learn. People don't change. Get offered B-job by Tinder chick. Arrive at her apartment. Door opens and her dad answers. You here to F my daughter? Say, we have a date tonight. She comes out quick and says sorry about her dad being weird. We go to random area. She says she can still give me BJ, but she actually just wants to have a peaceful talk with someone. Fast forward 45 seconds and I climax. We proceed to talk about all kinds of shit. I end up landing a second date, and third, and soon enough, she's my girlfriend. She ends up turning her life around a bit and gets off of drugs and stops offering BJs to Tinder bros. My face when I turned a cheap chick into a wife. Be me, 19, programming student for 1.5 years. Top of my class, 90% plus scores, but been cheating on literally everything using ChatGPT. Generate code, memorize how it works, explain it to profs like I know my shit. Everyone thinks I'm a genius. People ask me for help. I fumble through advice and they figure it out themselves. Been smooth sailing until now. New subject requires us to use some in-browser VM on the school's server during the test. Monitors every app/website we open. No ChatGPT crutch allowed. Test in 21 hours. Need 50% to pass. Don't actually know how to code. Barely know the syntax, just the concepts. Could maybe switch tabs without them noticing, but not sure if it's worth the risk. Or do I actually try to learn enough Java in 21 hours to scrape a passing grade? How effed am I, Anons? You see this watch? This watch costs more than your car. How do you respond without sounding poor and mad? Be me, 23 years old, textbook Anon, living in mom's basement like a true neat legend. Spend days shitposting on /B, eating ramen, avoiding sunlight like a vampire. Mom's 45, decent looking for her age, but obviously not my type. She's got this friend, Amber, 35, and holy hell, she's a walking felony of hotness. 10 years younger than mom. Prime age for me, basically a MILF jackpot. Amber's got curves like a racetrack, hair smelling like vanilla and chaos. Works out, probably CrossFit or some crap. Could snap me like a twig. Mom invites her over for one of their wine and gossip nights. Hear them laughing upstairs while I'm mid-argument with some rando about waifus. Decide it's time to flex my non-existent social skills. Maybe grab a snack too. Put on least stained hoodie, check hair and monitor reflection, good enough. Walk upstairs, house smells like Pinot Noir and middle-aged madness. See Amber on the couch, legs crossed, jeans tighter than my budget. Tops low cut, probably a violation of some international law. Brain.exe crashes hard, rebooting at dial-up speed. Mom spots me. Oh, Anon, there you are. Say hi to Amber. Mouth dry, tongue like sandpaper. Hi, Amber. Ma'am, hi. Ma'am? What am I, a cowboy in a saloon? And me now? Amber smirks, tilts her head. Hey, cutie. No need to be so formal. Cutie? She called me cutie! Blood pressure skyrockets. Try to play it cool, sit across from her like a functional human. Immediately knock over my monster can. Green liquid everywhere. Table's a mess, hoodie's soaked. I'm a disaster flick protagonist. Amber laughs. Oh, honey, need a hand or a towel? Voice like velvet. She leans forward. I see more than intended. Panic mode on. Stammer. I got it. Thanks. Mom sighs. Anon. Seriously? Get a towel. You're embarrassing me. Bolt upstairs. Trip on third step. Faceplant like a champ. Hear Amber giggle behind me. Mix of pity and amusement. Grab towel, wipe down, consider permanent basement residency. But no. Anon's a warrior. Gotta salvage this train wreck. Head back down. Amber sipping wine like a goddess. Mom's ranting about her book club. Doesn't notice my return. Amber pats the seat next to her. Come sit. I won't bite. Yet. Yet? Heart's at 180 BPM, sweating like a 4Chan mod at a normie convention. Sit down. Too close. Smell her perfume. It's a knockout punch. Try to be witty. So, you come here often? Brain.exe has left the building. Dumbest line ever. She chuckles. Only when your mom's got the good wine. Grins at me. Perfect teeth. I'm a deer in headlights. Mom butts in. Anon, tell Amber about your hobbies. Oh god, no, not the hobby talk. Mom, please stop. Amber raises an eyebrow. Yeah, Anon, what do you do for fun? Panic. Can't say shit posting an anime. That's a death sentence. I like computers and, games. Smooth as gravel. She nods. Cool. I'm into tech too. Ever try coding? She's into tech? Redemption arc incoming. Yeah, I've dabbled, mostly scripts for, stuff. Read botnets. We actually talk. She's chill, knows Python. I'm smitten. Mom leaves to refill wine. Me and Amber alone now. Golden opportunity, Anon, don't blow it. She leans closer. What kind of games you into? Brain scrambles. Dark Souls or Normie Mario? Mostly RPGs. Some shooters, you know, good stuff. She nods. I'm a sucker for a good story. Ever play Mass Effect? Holy crap, she's a gamer. This is a unicorn sighting. Yeah, loved it. Romanced Tali every time. Best waifu. Oh no. Said waifu out loud. Abort mission. She laughs. Tali's cute. I get it. I went for Garrus. We're bonding. My neat heart can't take it. She shifts. Knee brushes mine, probably on purpose. Face redder than a slash pull thread after a ban wave. Try to stay cool. So, you code in game? That's neat. Neat? Safe choice. Grave stays undug. She grins. Thanks, cutie. You're pretty fun yourself. Internal screaming. External wheezing. I'm a wreck. Mom returns. Oblivious. You two getting along? Amber winks. Oh, we're having a blast. Mom smiles. Good. Anon needs friends, not on his screen. Thanks, Mom. Really boosting my credit here. Night rolls on. Amber keeps tossing playful jabs. I'm barely hanging on. She mentions being single. Haven't found the right guy yet. Brain. This is it, Anon. Go time. Me. Haha, yeah. Dating's rough. Right? Nailed it. Totally fumbled a wide open shot. She tilts her head, smirks. Oh, you're a riot, Anon. Riot? Wait, is she mocking me? Brain lags. Try to recover. I mean, it's tough out there, you know? She nods, but her smile's more amused than flirty now. Sure, kid. I bet it's real tough in the basement. Kid? Tone shift detected. Confidence plummets. Decide to push anyway. Yeah, maybe we could hang out sometime? Heart pounding, palms sweaty, mom spaghetti vibes. She laughs. Not a giggle, a full-on, this is hilarious laugh. Hang out. Oh, you're precious, Anon. Precious? Like a puppy? Not the vibe I wanted. Stammer, I mean, like, you know, just chill or something. She pats my arm. You're sweet, but I'm good. Thanks. Rejection.exe loading. But I'm too dense to quit. Oh, okay, but like, I could get your number maybe? She raises an eyebrow. For what? Tech support? Ouch! She's roasting me now. I'm a punching bag. Mom comes back. What's so funny? Amber grins. Oh, your boy's just cracking me up. Mom shrugs. He's always been a little comedian. Great, now I'm the family jester, not a prospect. Night drags on. Amber's jabs get sharper. I'm sinking. Try one last Hail Mary. So, you free this weekend? She snorts. Yeah, but not for basement dates, cutie. Cutie sounds condescending now, not cute. Mom laughs too. Hey, Non, leave her alone, she's out of your league. Double teamed, I'm cooked. Amber gets up to leave, hugs Mom, glances at me. Stay out of trouble, kid. No wink this time. Door closes. I'm not floating, I'm sinking. Realize she was just toying with me the whole time. Next day, overhear Mom on phone with Amber. Yeah, Hanon's a trip. Kept me entertained all night. Entertained? I was her jester, not her crush. No weekend plans, no number, no shot. Back to shitposting, replaying every cringe moment. My face when I thought she was into me. My face when she was just laughing at the neat clown. That feeling when fumbled so hard I'm a meme in her head now. Why don't you learn to cook, Anon? Really fun. Make delicious meals. Girls love it and find it hot. Literally beating a difficult Dark Souls boss to your satisfaction after learning a new recipe and successfully cooking the food. Nothing comfier than drinking a glass of red wine and listening to music while cooking. I like to listen to jazz. Great date idea. Invite a girl over to eat and get her drunk on wine. High probability of getting your D wet. I used to eat like a peasant until 4 months ago when I decided to make it my weekly goal to learn one new recipe every week and actually cook it on the weekend. Now it has become a hobby for me and I will never stop making delicious meals. I love cooking Spanish and Italian meals. Be me. Use ChatGPT for college. Get a respectable GPA. Try not to use any LLM during an assignment. Was impossible, so I gave up and came back to using it. I seriously would have failed out of college if it wasn't for ChatGPT. How the hell did people do college back then? Jeez. F all that noise. I just want the paper telling me I am trustable enough to be put in easy, high-earning positions. Learned guitar. Completely useless. Learn how to bowl. Completely useless. Was decent at history in school. Completely useless. Everything I ever focused on is completely useless and makes me no money. What the frick was the point? I just realized something today. In the Bible, there is a talking donkey in the book of Numbers. In Shrek, we meet Donkey, a talking donkey. A movie about fairy tales. And Donkey doesn't tie into any fairy tale like the other characters. Was Shrek frickin' telling us the Bible is a fairy tale? What does this mean, bros? Be me. 16 years old. Cute girl from class sends me a message. Hey Anon, I've got 2 tickets to this comedy show. Would you like to... Thinking she wants to sell them to me. Oh, no thanks. I don't really like these guys. Oh, okay. Sorry. More than 4 years later, lying in bed unable to sleep, finally realize what she meant. My face when. Want crossbow. Literally only wanted to shoot cans in my backyard. Maybe go hunting rabbits one day. Live in the Sharia state of South Australia. Have to apply for a permit to own one. Go to the station to ask for the application documents. Why do you want it? Just want to get into target shooting. Just get a bow, don't even bother getting a crossbow. No criminal history. Literally outright refuses to give me the form and just says get a bow. This has happened 3 times now. Why the frick is this country so goddamn shit? I'm trying to do this shit the legal way and they won't even let me. 30-year-old male, no girlfriend. No friends, and has never even kissed a girl. Differential diagnosis, go. I like how incels know in their hearts that they are effed up, but refuse to do anything about it. What happened to Logs Day? There are 8 days in a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Logs Day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I learned this in kindergarten. We all did. Why do people say there are only 7 days now? What the frick? I feel like I'm going crazy.